y'all. It's your girl, Lex P.
And it's your girl, Drea Nicole.
And you are tuned in to another episode of Poor Minds,
where a drunk mind speaks sober thoughts.
We got a guest today. So y'all know we still in London recording these fire episodes. So y'all know we had to do a collaboration with the one and only, the queen, Madame Joyce in the building, y'all. Yeah. So I feel like this gonna be a super easy episode because we already recorded.
We love you.
Like we're friends.
It's our friend.
No, honestly, I'm niece apparently.
Yeah, you niece.
I don't know. We got an exchange.
Yeah.
Okay.
She got
they said you approved.
So first off, let me ask you, how are you today?
Honestly, I'm so happy to be here. Obviously, we did our episode, and you guys are just such an energy, man. You guys were such a time. I had a good time. We had a very naughty chat. It was good. It was good.
The naughty chat.
It was good. So I'm back again. We're doing round two.
Round two.
We had a bit of a party. Took a bit of shots as well at the live show.
Oh, you got me lit. I'm not gonna lie. By the time I got home, I was like, oh Lord.
I just could not believe the live show. Like, that was so fucking insane to me.
Incredible. Craziness.
It was crazy. 15,000 people at the O2 Arena.
Yeah, so before we get into that, though, because I want to lead up to that, because we're going to get a little back.
That's what I was going to say.
We're going to get a little background.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So start from the beginning. What were you doing before podcasting?
Oh, my God. I was working at this council. I won't say the name. I've said the name so many times, that I'm sure people have probably walked in there and be like, you fucking shit show. But yeah, I was working for the council, which is like a government job. And then I got fired.
Oh, you were hardcore serious.
Yeah, I got fired. I flopped my probation. So they gave me like a 6-month probation, and I didn't make it. Like, I hated that job with all my heart. And I had a manager, that was such a cow. She was awful. But yeah, I was doing that before. And then I was just a normal girl, normal job. And then I've always loved doing creative stuff. So I've always loved acting and performing, but I also love talking to people.
Yeah.
Communication is just everything. Me, I can talk for ages. I'm that friend that can be on the phone for 5 hours and have something to say. If it's not about relationships, I'm going to give you something about geography or something. So it was just a fun passion project. And one day I decided, well, God gave me the message, to be honest. It was God that gave me the message and was like, you should start a podcast. Holy Spirit was speaking to me. And then a week later, I just started, and that was it.
Yeah.
And it just took off.
And it just took off, man. Like,
that's
so
amazing.
Happy.
Yeah, because I feel like we talked about this a little bit on your show, but just the girls in London are more reserved, to say it nicely. They're a little more, they are. So I think with you, it's like you're a little more outspoken. Yeah. So it's like you finally got to represent for the girls who want to be free.
Yes. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I'm a bad liar.
Oh.
I'm a bad liar, and I'm also...
No, Libras are bad liars.
I'm a bad liar. So it's like when people ask me something, they're like, oh yeah, so what did you do here? And I was like, yeah, honestly, like, he was so sick. I would tell you the story. And I'm just a bit of an oversharer. I've always been like that since I was young. And having a microphone now allowed me to overshare to strangers.
Yeah. I love people who overshare. Like, you know how they be on Twitter, like, y'all stop telling all your business. Don't. I need that entertainment. I love a good story.
But you an oversharer too. That's why.
I love mess. That. I love tea.
Yeah, I be over here just...
I love tea.
And see, I just like to know people's business. I'll be like, what else happened? But I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
No, I know you. You're you. Me, I will share. I'll still share.
See, I share like base level stuff. Like, I'll be like, oh yeah, I have a man, or I went on a date last night. I don't get too deep into details, but you gonna know the gist of what's going on. But like, if I'm taking an L, if I have an embarrassing story, I take my L's in silence. Okay? Never gonna be like, oh y'all, let me tell y'all XYZ.
Yeah.
But when y'all be telling y'all stories where y'all be losing, I be tuned in, honey.
You know what? I hate that because that's me.
Well, you gonna tell it all?
I will say. Remember, I told you that story.
Did.
Oh, you did about the uni.
About the uni. You were looking at me like, girl, you shouldn't have said that.
I was trying to have your bag.
She's like, girl, shh.
Don't say that out loud. Don't say that out loud.
But you know what's crazy about me? I think like as time progresses, as time passes by, I become more comfortable sharing my ills. So like I'll tell you what happened, but it's gonna be 10 years later.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It can't be
That's
fresh.
me. It can't be fresh. Yeah. If the wound too fresh, you ain't gonna know about it. Because that pain's still in me. I can't tell you about it yet. But if it's like 5-10 years later and I'm over it, you know, I can talk to you about it.
So talk about how did you end up linking with like Shits and Gigs and working with them and stuff like that?
Okay, so obviously I was an independent podcast. I was trapped in this box room. Honestly, it's humble beginnings. I was in a box room doing like a normal studio share, and so much was happening at the time. I'm not just a podcaster, I'm a personality, so I go out, I do presenting, I do shoots and stuff, and I just was wearing so many different hats. Like before you have like a whole team, it's like you're the editor, you're the producer, you're the
Don't remind me.
It was too much. I know I suffered. Plus I'm the only one that's spending all the money on top of that. Like it was just too much. So at the time, funny enough, there was a big podcast service that came to me and said that they wanted to acquire cocktails and takeaways. So I went on the boys' show and I got really drunk. Usually I don't really tell people my business. I don't, in terms of like if something hasn't happened, I won't say it. But I got really drunk. And I told the boys and I was like, guys, you know what? I'll be honest, I'm really tired, and I want to sell. I want somebody to take over and acquire the show. And he was like, Joyce, no. He was like, why don't you sign with us? You should sign with us. And I was like, what do you do? Like,
Who are you?
Who are you? Hey y'all, them niggas on the mic. Like,
Right.
So they were like, we are starting a production company, and we'll have a new umbrella for Shits and Gigs, and we want you to be our first signing. And I was like, listen, we are really drunk right now, so let's just like, if you're serious about it, tell me with sober thoughts. And we spoke, and we're here now. But one thing I love about that, and I'm so glad I never signed to the other people, is because the friendship that we built first is so beautiful. Like, we are very, very good friends, and we've been friends way before we started having a business relationship together. So that's how it started, and now we're here, and like the show's amazing. I'm very well looked after, very well sponsored.
Good. I know that's right. But I think that's a good thing too, like having that kind of protection around you. I think it's kind of like the same way because we're signed to 85 South, which is a huge podcast in the States. And it's kind of like the same thing. It's like it gives us like an umbrella of protection a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have people who are like in the business, who know what they're doing, so they can kind of guide you and protect you at the same time.
Definitely. Protection is the key. Especially, honestly, like being a woman in podcasting, like, is hard. And I'm glad that we have men in our lives that in business they're supportive. Personally, they're supportive. Well, for me, like the boys, they're all access. They're all in my growth. So. So I'm happy.
No, I think that's really, really important, because in this industry, I think people definitely try to take advantage of women a lot, you know, 100%. Especially because they think we don't know as much. So I think it's really good to have like that insulated like protection and like family type of dynamic, you know.
Family, high key on that.
Yes. It's funny. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was just gonna ask her, because I know we had kind of talked about this the other day. We had talked about, you had made a really good comment. You were like, "Oh, podcasting is like the new rappers.
The new rappers.
Podcasters are like the new rappers."
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit, because it is.
Period.
We getting money.
I know that's right. I was even looking at your shoes. That Aquazora?
No, these are Jean Vito Rossi.
I bet they motherfucking are, girl. I bet they motherfucking are, girl.
Period. Y'all
I know that's right.
Don't stay in Gabbana.
Yes.
We getting to it.
She in. I know that's right.
Hey, she be having some cute shit,
I think it's about the balance, though.
It is.
I will always say that. I'll probably have on like a $5,000 bag, $800 shoes, and I will have it on with a Fashion Nova outfit.
Yeah.
It's all about a little balance.
Can I just say, I love Fashion Nova.
Same.
I like Fashion Nova too. I like a little balance, but sometimes I put that shit on though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I'll get me a little, you know.
A little something.
Givenchy.
A little Givenchy.
A little Dolce. Nothing too crazy. But I love me some Fashion Nova. And I like Shein. The only thing for me with Shein, and maybe like, because you're over here, the shipping isn't as bad. But in the States, it take like 3 weeks to get your shit.
Okay, 3 weeks is absolutely crazy.
No, I swear to God.
But,
3 weeks.
Yeah, it's crazy. But we still have about a week and a bit, 2 weeks. It depends. It depends on the items. But Fashion Nova, the quality is great. One, two. For the thicker ladies like me, it just gives it gives like this contour. It's like all of a sudden my waist is snatched. All of a sudden my bum is bouncing, and it wasn't bouncing like that.
You do have a bouncy booty.
No,
you have a big butt.
Yes.
I feel like I didn't notice it the other day. It's something about them pants. That booty is setting free.
Do you know
It's
what? It's the
rotund.
pants.
It's flying.
There's a certain material that it hugs it, but it lets it to jiggle a bit. It
that
allows
thing
it to
was
jiggle.
moving. I said, I thought you was clapping for me when you walked in.
No,
I said, round of applause.
Everyone in Atlanta has big booties. Everyone
Girl,
has a bum
shut
cheeks.
up.
She
Everyone's
did.
got
I
bum
thought she
cheeks.
was happy to see me. I said, okay. Thank you, girl.
You know what's crazy? That completely went over my head.
I'm telling you that.
I'm so used to crazy people. I'm like, yeah, clapping, yeah.
No, that ass was clapping.
Madame
Them
Joyce
cheeks
had
was-
that thing
yes,
out.
Your
For
butt,
you.
yes, your butt was clapping for
It
me.
was for you.
Yes, I saw it.
Because you came in and you were looking sexy and you had your boobies out, and I was like, no, I have to return the favor.
Okay.
You got your breast out for me, so I was
I
like,
did.
I have to return the favor.
You did return
She did have some
it.
titties out.
She did. She had them
Titties
out.
out.
But can I say something? Because I really had this zipped up to the top. Drea did this. She made me have them out today.
As you should.
She said I looked like a nurse before.
Because please show her how you had it at first.
I'm
Like,
I
why
can't
would
do
you
it right
wear
now,
it
but I
like
had it
that?
like zipped up to the top, so it was like closed.
No, we need some boobies.
Okay,
girl.
and I was like, I'm gonna let them out today. Auntie cutting up now.
We need some-
We need a little eye candy.
Mhm.
Yeah, seriously, I do definitely.
So back to the topic, the podcasters of the new rappers, because I wanted to get into the Shits and Gigs show real quick because we were all there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I have never seen something like that in my entire life
Me
for
either.
a podcast.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I mean, they had the fireworks going off. They had the fire. I mean, we were kind of up high, so I could literally feel the fire. Like every time it went off, like I could feel it.
Yeah.
It was so crazy.
Here you go lying again.
No, it was.
You
It
did
got
not feel that
hot.
fire.
Yes, I did.
We was pretty high.
And it was getting warm. It was. It was getting warm. I said, ooh.
You sure it wasn't that Paloma?
It probably was too. I was a little tipsy, but y'all know I'm old. You know what? I have hot flashes now.
I don't
Y'all
think
know
you
I'm
felt
old.
The fire that hot.
I didn't feel it.
No.
I thought I did. Maybe I did. Not high heat.
But it was amazing. Like, it was a whole production.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Craziness.
We really need to step our shit up. And like, I think we were telling you this the other day too. I don't think that anybody in the States could sell out an arena like that.
I don't agree.
Okay, I'll say this.
As far as podcasters,
There's not a black podcast in the States
State Farm
outside
Arena.
of 85 South
Well, yeah.
that can do a crowd of 15,000. I really don't believe a black podcast. Y'all can correct me in the comments. Maybe there's somebody I'm missing. I don't think that there's outside of 85, because I think the biggest venue that they've done is maybe like 12 or 13,000.
It's been like 12,000, yeah.
In the States, that's huge. That's very big, because they could now 85. If they came here, did some few runs here, they could do. I truly believe they could do the O2 Arena. Like I do.
I do too, but we're talking about coming here.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in America. I don't know. I feel like American people just do not be supporting their people.
Yeah,
like that.
not like that. Not
like
like that.
that.
Especially like podcasting, because it's still, they have a thing in America where they tell us to shut the mics off and take them away from us.
They said we don't
Oh, no,
defund
they say
podcasts.
that.
Oh, they do that to
They're
y'all
like,
too?
off the mics. Turn off the mics.
Oh my
They're
God.
like, podcast equipment is too expensive. Too cheap. It's too cheap. It's clearly too cheap. Turn it off.
You know what's crazy? Okay, so we went on 90s Baby, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you how embarrassed I got yesterday. So they posted our clip on Twitter. And so, like, a bunch of people, our fans were, like, retweeting and laughing. So I guess it got to the UK crowd.
Oh,
and they
no.
were being so dry. And they were like, oh, my God, Lex P is hilarious. But they weren't being serious. Like, they were like, oh, they're so funny. I was like, oh, thank you. And the girl was like, hey, stop responding. Like, they're making fun of you. I was like, bruv. How dare you? They're so They are so mean because we had a ball. Like we're laughing, we're funny. I'm like, oh, they can see the banter between us. But they were like Twitter was like, oh, these girls are not funny. Like they were not feeling us on Twitter with that clip.
Really?
But it went crazy on Instagram. Like it was cool on Instagram, but the UK Twitter do not fuck with us.
And it was good comments under the YouTube too.
Yeah.
You shouldn't take anything that people on Twitter say seriously.
Yes.
They're actually very, very sad people. They're very sad.
God. It's something different about that app. I don't know what it is.
I'm glad everybody feels that way because I feel like you said that, Whitney said that, and I think Zizi said that too.
Yeah, Zizi did say that too.
Like, I hate Twitter, low key. The only reason I'm on there is because I just feel like it's another platform where it's like being an influencer or a public figure, you have to like engage with people and interact with them. So I'm on there because of that. But people who be on Twitter all day, like Lex, I be like, how do you do it? She loves Twitter. No, she loves it.
I love to tweet. It's in my blood.
I hate Twitter.
But I'll say this. I think it's because like my followers they interact with me a lot. So a lot of times I don't see the negativity because I have so many of the poor crew, we call our listeners the poor crew, talking to me. So a lot of times I feel like that's my quick way to kind of like still engage with them, you know? Because I noticed like I don't even tweet from my timeline anymore. I just tweet from my mentions. So the only way I'm talking to you is like if you're talking to me and you're being positive. But I will say, I think my experience with social media has changed since the podcast has blown up. Like I don't use social media like I used to anymore. Like it's more of a job.
It's a job, yeah.
It's not like fun. Like, oh, let me see what she doing. Let me see what he doing. It's more so like, let me get on here, post this content and get off.
Yeah.
That's me, but on TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok is the place where I can just scroll and see what people are talking about.
Yeah.
But things like Instagram, Twitter, it's a chore. Honestly, I barely tweet. I just post nice pictures of me and what I'm doing and I just bounce out. I'm not a tweeter. I have gotten in trouble for tweeting.
Really?
Yeah.
Especially when you drunk. Them drunk tweets will get you in trouble. I used to drunk tweet a lot.
I don't be tweeting because everything I say go viral. That's why I don't like Twitter.
When I speak, you listen.
I'm serious. Like I could be joking. I will tweet some like shit where I'm just joking. I'm saying like some bullshit and it'll go viral every time. And I'm like, damn, I can't say nothing. You right.
Yeah, seriously.
When I speak, they listen. The streets be listening.
They got that ear to
tuned
you.
in.
They do be tuned in.
And like, I just be like, I don't have time for this. So I'm the same way. Like I might tweet something every once in a while, but I mostly just post pictures and go about my business.
Same.
So do you feel like they respect podcasters here? Like, or they still don't like kind of take it seriously?
It's so interesting. When you're speaking about your experience, I'm having a similar experience, but here, it's crazy. Like, I feel like people in the UK don't respect anyone until the states give them the okay, they're cool. So like there's a lot of podcasters doing amazing. There's a lot of like this influencer realm.
Yes.
It doesn't get respect, I'll be honest, because we're so close in proximity. You've seen how small London is.
Yeah.
So people will try and, oh, that's my friend's sister's brother's cousin's friend.
I'm weak.
Yeah, they'll try they'll try and do it in a way where it's like, oh yeah, we're all from the same place, so don't get too big for your boots type shit. And then unless you then go to like America and you start blowing up, they're like, oh, she's actually somebody. But in terms of podcasting, it's still so new.
Yeah.
But what I do love is from when I first started 3 years ago till now, I'm starting to see a lot more respect in the podcast space. I feel like I love what I'm seeing in America right now with people like Joe Biden, with people like, who else is there? That radio show, The Breakfast Club. That. Like, it's received a lot better in America for me, in my personal opinion. I do have a lot of bad girls and bad boys here, and I love them die. But podcasting is global now, and there's pockets in America that love it, there's pockets in Germany, there's pockets in Australia. Like, it's become a global thing. But yeah, in the UK, we're still trying to figure it out. Trust me, I get the off the mic, this girl, she talks too much, why she like, that's why, like, it's hard. Like, people do say those things.
It's so crazy because like I do. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, when do you think like the transition happened? to where so many people started listening to podcasts. I really feel like it was during the pandemic. Niggas was bored.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't have nothing to do. So either you picked up a mic and a camera or you started listening.
Facts.
And I feel like that's how it really like took off, because I remember I was dating somebody who was like kind of like relevant. Well, I'm not gonna say kinda, very relevant in the music.
Get that man his flowers, girl.
Very relevant in the American music industry.
I want to know.
I'll tell you off camera.
Okay,
I'll tell you off camera. So yeah, I used to date him, and I remember vividly when Lex and I first started doing Poor Minds. This was like probably the end of 2018, and like I was telling him, I'm like, podcasting is about to be a big thing. Well, actually, I started telling him about it in 2017.
Yeah.
But Poor Minds didn't become like kind of a thing for us until 2018. And I was just like, podcasting is gonna be a huge deal in the next few years. And I was like, you really should probably like tap in and probably try to start seeing if you could like sign some podcasts and stuff. And he was just like, girl, whatever. Like, he was not trying to listen to me.
What are you talking about? Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? And it's so fucking crazy, because fast forward to now, podcasting is this huge industry.
Yeah.
And he even was trying to work with us.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And y'all know it's summertime. Everybody want to go on vacation. They want to go out to eat. And while we still want to have fun, we do have our financial goals to reach. So that's why we have linked up with Chime.com to help you do that.
Yes, absolutely. I love Chime because they have a fee-free overdraft of up to $200. And you can also get your direct deposit up to 2 days early. Who don't want their money early?
I want my money all the time.
Same.
And if you overdraft with the $200, your friend can temporarily give you a boost to raise your limit. I'm telling you, you need to boost me all the time. You feel me?
I mean, it's a lot of perks with Chime. So y'all need to make sure that y'all get y'all a Chime checking account.
Yes, it's very easy to sign up. What you're going to do is go to chime.com/Poor Minds. That's CHIME.com/Poor Minds. Get your money together.
Period.
Live it up this summer and make progress towards your financial goals with Chime. Open your account in minutes at chime.com/Poor Minds. That's chime.com/Poor Minds. Chime feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank, N.A. or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC. SpotMe eligibility requires an overdraft. Limits apply. Boosts are available to eligible Chime members enrolled in SpotMe and are subject to monthly limits. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details. She couldn't wait.
Girl, bye.
No, I swear.
I'm telling him bye.
Yeah.
He needs to. Do you know what? I love that. I love that for you. I love a lick back.
Yeah.
And I love a lick back. That's
I love a
successful.
lick back. I'm a
It's
petty bitch.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we here?
I love to be petty.
Oh, we're here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm finna go to London real quick. We gotta work.
Yeah.
No,
I'll be right
seriously.
I'll be right back.
Seriously.
French kiss. Oh God, I love a lick back.
Love
like that.
it.
Let your success.
Because you
speak for
didn't
girl.
believe in me. In me?
Yeah.
Me?
You can imagine.
That's crazy.
You can imagine.
I think a lot of people, and like I said, I love to show people who gave us love from the beginning and stuff, but sometimes I gotta like shit on people real quick, because it's like, yeah, because I think a lot of times too, one thing that I
You love to shit.
I do that too.
You a good shit.
And is. But I will say, let me ask you this about the UK market too, because I feel like in America, one thing about it is like you really don't become popular until everybody else got to hop on the train first. Like nobody's gonna be like, man, I don't give a fuck. I'm listening to them. They're hard. They cool. Like it took for like a lot of people to start kind of hopping on the train for like people close to us to start believing in us. Is it the same thing?
Exact same thing. Like I think it's just a human thing that people will only give you your accolades if it's confirmed by other people.
Yeah. Once everybody else starts seeing it, then they see it too.
Especially being a black woman in this space, especially being a thicker woman in this space, especially being a boisterous woman in this space, and having and being vocal and being what's the word? Being what's that? I'm going to say outward thinking. It's not the word I was going to say, but you know what, we'll run with it.
Yeah.
Being outward thinking. People weren't used to that. And especially in the UK, we're quite a conservative country.
Yes.
You guys are so far ahead of us. I was saying we love to live our chaotic and fun girl energy through you guys. You know, we watch a lot of your shows.
Yeah.
We love it. We love people like Nene Leakes, and we love people who are very loud and boisterous. But if it's from our own community,
they hate it.
Keep quiet.
Yeah.
Why are you shouting? Shh, we don't like that. There's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
And you know, it's crazy to me because people think Poor Minds is wild, but I'm like, we're actually calm compared to a lot of the podcasts out
Really?
there. Yeah, like Horrible Decisions. Shout out to Mandy and Weezy. They crazy. If you've never been to a Horrible Decisions live show, I mean, they have people out there chains, tying them up, throwing
cocktails too. Shout out to Kiki.
Shout out
and
to
Medina.
Kiki and Medina. Cocktails is wild. These are full-fledged. Like, of course, we talk about sex,
but they're more so sex-based podcasts.
They're sex-based podcasts, but that's normal.
Yeah.
Like, talking about sex and having a sex life is normal. Like, it's not like
it is.
taboo.
I was in the Atlanta podcast show. And I watched Horrible Decisions. And my Christian eyes, I could not believe.
My virgin eyes.
I could not believe. I was looking at my manager and I was like, is this happening on stage now?
It's crazy.
It was like the sploshing. Throwing cake. Yeah, they threw, there was a woman and she came out and started pouring eggs on her body. And then there was a cake and then Mandy threw the cake at her pussy and it was mad.
Oh, for sure.
It was mad.
You might see a booty hole. Like, sometimes, like, when I've been in the audience, I'm like, is that a booty hole?
Yeah.
Like, if I have to ask that, you know your show is crazy. That's why I said, Poor Minds, you gonna get a little twerk. You gonna get we gonna talk about this and XYZ. We never gonna have a booty hole slip out.
Oh, my God.
But it's
depending
fun.
on which show you came to.
Yeah, that is true. But I think it's like, not that I'm saying like it's normal, but it's entertaining. Like, we find stuff like that fun and
not gonna lie,
funny.
I loved it, but I've never seen anything like it. Yeah. And I just I love the girls in the US. I loved watching the women interact because they then had a moan challenge.
Ooh.
They had a moan challenge and it was like, whoever has the best moan wins some merch.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the stage and I was seeing the girls like, me, I got the best moan. I've got the... And I'm like, you lot are going to jump on stage and do this. And these girls picked the mic and they were like, oh.
Yes.
And out here, that would never happen. Like, they would never be fighting for who got the best moan.
It will never happen.
What?
Someone coming on the mic and moaning, they'll put your ass on shade bar and everyone will laugh at you.
Really?
Like, yeah.
We was clapping like, hey, I'm impressed.
That moan good.
A UK girl picking up a mic to moan. Oh my God. To be honest, if that ever happens, I'll lick someone's bum cheek.
Ooh. Dre, tell about the contest you won. A real pro. See? Tell her. What contest did you win?
Oh my God. I don't even want to talk about these.
Well, you don't have to tell her. We can tell them after.
I'm gonna tell you after, but it was a contest.
Was it a moaning contest?
It was not a moaning contest.
We'll talk about it afterwards. We'll talk about it. You see, we keep
my mind is going absolutely crazy.
I can't wait to tell you what it was.
But honestly, I love it.
Only reason I don't want to say it though is because I feel like if I say it and I say what show it was, people are gonna try to look up the footage, and the footage is out there.
Oh, it still is?
Yes.
It's on like YouTube or something?
Yes.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yes. It's on. Well, it might be on like Patreon or whatever, but it's
definitely
you
out.
can find it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So I'm just like, yeah.
Okay, we won't reveal that. But what I was saying is, I love how liberated and liberal the US girlies are.
Yeah,
I love how entwined they are with their sexuality and they own it and it's sexy and it's just honestly. A lot of us wish we were like that, but we're just in a society that, you know, is a couple of years behind and we'll catch up. I'll be doing moaning challenges soon. Like, who wants to come on stage and moan for me?
If I'm in the audience, I'm gonna be like,
me, I'm coming. Pause.
Pause.
I'll tell you, you gonna have one competitor if I'm in the audience.
Me too. But why do you think it's so taboo? Because I think too, in a lot of ways, America is still kind of like taboo when it comes to a lot of things as well. Like, I feel like, I mean, it's only been like 40 years since like...
Since what?
women's rights, the movement.
Look, you better know your history because I showed
Hello.
It's been like 40, 50 years, like what, the 70s?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it hasn't been the 70s, 80s. It hasn't been that long. Women could not vote for a long time. Women could not get furniture on their own.
Yeah.
They couldn't get cars. Like, it's a lot of things we couldn't do over there either. So I wonder why it's still so taboo over here.
I think it's because the women in America, though, we're all on one accord. Like, you moaning, bitch? Well, I'm moaning too, hoe ass, nigga. We moaning and we rubbing our pussies together, bitch.
And we gonna create a group called We Moaning.
Yes, we moan. Like, they gonna be all in the same accord. I feel like here it's kind of like, oh,
You moan?
Darling.
Yeah, we are really concerned.
Like, y'all be clutching y'all pearls still. Like, y'all kind of be, it's a
And
little
she was
judgy.
just moaning this morning the whole time.
And that's the thing. Like, it's not that we don't do it. It's that we don't, like, when it comes to publicly, we don't speak about it.
Yeah.
Like, every conversation I have on my show is things that us girlies have done. That's why we're all sitting down watching it. But we're not going to say with our mouths, like, oh, I went to go and suck this boy's cock.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to.
You said cock?
Cock.
Cock?
Cock.
We don't see the girl. We don't say that. Now, see, you getting real dirty. We don't say that in America. That's like the white girl thing. Yeah, they say that. Not
We
us.
say dick.
We say dick. See, that sounds real. Like,
dick.
you know you a nasty bitch if you say cock. I know you nasty.
Cock.
And this the way she
She did. She said cock.
You got to go from the first cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, after hit the throat.
But go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just shook. It took me back.
No, but yeah, it's not that it's not happening. It's happening, but we're just still quite shy and reserved about saying those things. And to be honest, yeah, I'll be honest. When we were younger, there was a lot of like slut shaming here. I feel like the guys made us feel guilty for wanting to like having sex and enjoy it. It's like, you can't have a body count if it's more than 3. Ooh. And it's like, well, I've been heartbroken so many times. Like, how can I? Like, honestly, it was a lot for us. I remember I was having a conversation with my friend. I was like, I remember how the guys used to be when we were younger.
Yeah.
And like any sort of like inkling that a woman liked having sex, slag. So it almost scared us into liking things. That's why a lot of us were probably in toxic relationships when we were younger, because it was like, okay, well, he's shit. He's a bit of a dickhead. He's not very nice to me, but at least it's not an extra body count, so no one can call me a slag. You know, so that's kind of how it was growing up. Like, we were all lying about our body counts. My body count was 1 until I was fucking 22. Like, for real? Girl, no, that's what I was telling people.
That's what you was telling people.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I still don't have kids. And if a kid didn't come from me, prove it.
We never did it.
Prove it. Where's the evidence?
Where is the evidence?
No receipts.
Where's the evidence?
No receipts.
Who's going to believe you?
Facts. Show me the
Where's your
receipts.
proof?
Show me the receipts. Bring it up.
You ain't that.
You ain't that.
You ain't that.
I'm just saying.
You ain't that.
But I will say, don't get it twisted though. In America, I still feel like the men are like that too. Like, they very much be like, "Oh, y'all are sluts, y'all are whores." Because
they do.
Everything we say, like, if a man makes a joke about something, they're like, "Oh my God, he is the funniest person I've ever heard." If I say it or Drea says it, like, "Oh my God, they're whores."
Yeah.
But like I said, it's more of a community with the women.
Yeah.
We're like, we don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all. We over here and we having fun. Girls just want to have fun.
Facts.
So the community of women, like, we band together and we have a good time. We don't need them to have a good time. So I think maybe that's the difference. Like, we really don't value their opinion too much.
Yeah, slut shaming is for sure universal. I agree.
Over the world.
It's all over the world. They definitely be slut shaming us too in America. But like Lex said, let me tell you something right now. We don't care. We just don't care. We don't give a fuck. It's like, I'm gonna be me, because to me, a man who will try to slut shame me for living in my truth or being honest or just being vocal about certain things, you not the nigga for me, no way.
Right.
Like, you not the type of man I want to be with. You closed-minded. You like, you not open-minded enough for me. I can't be with somebody who does not view things to a certain extent the same way I view things.
Yeah.
I don't even want that. Like, that sounds boring. How dreadful.
Yes, how dreadful. Terrible. Terrible.
Okay, so we always do this. We end up chatting. We haven't got into the first topic. So go ahead with the first topic, Droel.
Okay, so for the first topic, I really wanted to talk about, should you completely cut off your ex, communication, everything, if you get in a new relationship?
You know
like
what?
No contact.
Let me say this.
With none of your exes.
Yeah. In this relationship, I have.
Oh, okay.
In this one, I have. I feel like, but it wasn't because like I was forced to, or it's just because he does everything that I need him to do, so I wouldn't. I realized in the past when I wasn't cutting that shit off is because the new boo wasn't doing something. So I feel like you should, but it should be just like automatic and natural. So if you're still talking to your exes and you're in a new relationship, I feel like something is missing. Mm-hmm. And you got to look in your relationship as like, what's missing to where you feel the need to still talk to your ex? Because me, I was double dicking. That's what was missing for me. He wasn't giving me that peen enough. So I had to go, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing it to me, so I had to go get it from somewhere. Somebody gonna get in this thing. She was clapping for attention. You know how it is. So I feel like something is missing if you're still in contact with your ex. But yes, you should completely cut off ties because it's your ex for a reason now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I definitely agree with that. I also think, on the other hand, I agree with cutting off your ex completely. But honestly, I feel like if it's a serious ex and you've been together for 2 years or whatever, and he was like your ex, like it's still a touchy subject. Yeah, please cut him off. But you know, there's some exes that you just don't really give a fuck about.
Yeah,
like you just proper don't care. Like it's one of those things that if they pop up to you, it's just kind of like, oh hi, you're right. Yeah, how's the kids? You're right. There's some exes that I proper don't care about.
Yeah,
like, if they popped up to me, it's just, it doesn't even mean anything. It's like, yo, even
Why
yo,
are
bro,
you
you
here?
good? Like, what's good, G? Like, it's not a thing where it's, oh my god, that's my ex. Just like,
it's not even a threat.
It's not even a threat. It's
That's
not even
all
a
of
threat.
mine.
What, they're not a threat?
I don't give a fuck about them niggas.
I'm weak, but you strict though.
Am
Very
I?
strict. Yeah, I feel like
When
once
you say strict though, what makes me strict? I don't think I'm strict. I think I'm actually very nice and carefree
let me tell you the
in
difference.
life.
When you cut a nigga off, like they know they ain't getting it no more. Like they like, damn, I gotta make this work. Drea's not talking to me no more. When I cut a nigga off, he be like, I'll see her bitch tomorrow. She probably on her way right now.
And he will.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think they know, like, I'll be like, I had the ex, like, we went back, and you know how you just have that ex where y'all just keep coming back? Like, this is the first time, honestly.
No, you had the longest breakup in history.
Bro, I was
It took
breaking
like
up with a
7
nigga for
years to
3
leave this nigga alone.
I broke up with this nigga for 3 years.
No,
We went-
7.
Yeah. It was 7 years on and off, but like the last time, well, I'll say this, the last time we were like in a relationship and we broke up, it took us 1.5 years to really break things off. Literally.
So you broke up, but you were still fucking.
Oh yeah, he knew I'd be like, I'm not talking to you no more. He was like, all right, what time I'm picking you up tomorrow? I'd be like 7.
And and Joyce, we would be on the phone, and Lex would be like, "I'm done with him, Drea. I'm not dealing with him no more." Girl, I just used to be over here like, "All right, Lex."
That's so me.
Whatever
though.
you say.
That's me though. I'm a bit of a lover
That's
girl.
you.
Yeah.
That's why I don't allow guys too close to me, because I know what I'm like. The minute you get into my space, I'm forgiving.
Yeah.
I'm loving. I want to be your baby.
Yes.
That's me.
And it's something about like a man apologizing. I'm gonna believe him every time. They can give me the most bullshit ass apology, like I'm changed and I want you. I want to make this work. I want you to be my wife. I want to give you a child. I'll be like, girl, he said he want to marry me, bruh.
Yeah.
No, but guys, can we actually start accepting apologies in gifts only?
Yeah. Okay. Now I like that.
Only. I'm tired of hearing sorry with mouth. I need sorry, a physical sorry.
I like a sorry with your mouth too, though.
Okay. You a freaky ass frog.
My bad. It's
Put
not
that
time
rum
for
down.
It's not time for the bed.
I know that's right.
She a
But let's
freaky
focus,
frog.
girlies.
You put that rum down.
You can apologize
That
to
too.
me a few different
But
ways.
an apology and like something tangible. I need to know
Yeah.
you're sorry.
I need to know you're sorry.
Yeah.
I need to know you're sorry.
What's a good apology gift? Like, okay, say a man cheated. He cheated with like a girl that you don't like too. Like cheating with a bitch you don't know versus cheating with somebody that's your op is a way different type of hurt. So he cheated with your op. what's the acceptable gift to forgive him?
A home.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be more than one. It has to be either a big fuck off gift.
Okay.
Or it has to be multiple gifts.
Multiple gifts. Okay, so you said a house.
Yeah.
A house? Okay.
You cheated on me with my op?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody gotta die.
Oh, damn.
And
Or you gotta get a house.
if that can't happen, then I need a house.
Okay.
A death.
Because nobody gonna death or dishonor.
Okay. Okay. What about you? What's a gift that you'll accept and you'll forgive him?
Do you know what? I really want to be like toxic babe. Oh my God, yeah, a house too. Honestly, do you know what? If you just got me a little bag and a kiss on the cheek, I'll be like, okay, do you know what?
Look, you better than me. I was like a martini, bitch. All you gotta do is take me to dinner. I ain't mad no more, babe. I know you love me.
Lex always say,
That's home is where the heart is, bitch. He might be doing you, but he was thinking about me, ho. He
Lex
loved me.
always say, all you gotta do is buy her a Cosmopolitan.
And a spinach dip? Get me a spinach dip too? Oh, you back in the dough with me, boo. We back in love. I'm like, girl, that's why he with me right now, though.
I need a proper home.
A proper home. Furniture, not empty. Furniture included.
Don't play with me.
And the fact is, she's serious.
Yes.
She's
Because
serious.
at the end of the day, you know how disrespectful you gotta be to fuck a bitch you know I don't like?
Yeah,
you
that's
know
crazy.
that's my op.
That's crazy.
You know me and this bitch don't get along.
Mm-hmm. That is disrespectful,
You
though.
know I don't like this hoe. You gonna go sleep with her? Oh.
Her enemies
And you
are
think
laughing
about-
at her. Your enemies are laughing at you.
Oh, they are. They're like, look at this bitch with that spinach dip and that martini. And I'm over here like this.
He came over to me now.
Oh, girl, thinking you with it, but I'm not.
I low key feel like to sleep with my enemy. You gotta low key be my enemy too. You don't really like me neither.
You might shank me in my sleep.
That's a
Y'all
fact.
know how y'all do in the UK now.
Shanking niggas.
But let me say, I honestly at this age, there's really nothing you can give me to forgive you. Honestly, all jokes aside, because I will say this: okay, you buy me a house and a car, I'm gonna be miserable because every time you leave, I'm gonna think you with my op and y'all plotting on me.
Me
There's
too.
nothing like trusting somebody. Like when you lose that trust, and I learned that's why it took us so long, a year and a half, because I was like, bro, what are you doing? I had to really look at myself in the mirror. You don't trust this nigga.
Yeah.
Like I was so unhappy, but I was like, okay, I have to love myself more. And I think a lot of times we really don't be loving ourselves enough.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
That's true.
That's the harsh reality. Because I'm like, if I really loved myself, I wouldn't be dealing with somebody who would bring me this low.
And you
I
wouldn't
agree.
take him back for a lemon
For
drop
a
neither.
spinach dip,
I agree.
I was taking that nigga back for a little spinach dip.
And a lemon drop.
And a little lemon. Oh, but it was a double. It had a little sugar on the rim too.
I just feel like niggas gotta pay to play
Just for show that bang bang to look your way.
again.
Yeah.
After you cheated with my op.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl XP.
And it's your girl Drea Nicole.
And one thing about me, I love to sign up for a free 30-day trial, but I always forget about it. And so then I check my card and I have all these different charges. So we're going to tell y'all about rocketmoney.com.
Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills. Yes, I love Rocket Money because you can literally cancel any unwanted subscriptions right with a tap on your phone using the app. And another thing that I love about it, because I actually really do be using Rocket Money, y'all. Another thing I love about it is that it tracks and monitors your spending. So if you spend less money this week than you spent last week, it's going to let you know.
Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. I love
What I love too.
Yes, we love to save a little dollar. So y'all make sure you sign up at rocketmoney.com/poorminds. That's rocketmoney.com/poorminds. Stop wasting your money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/poorminds. That's rocketmoney.com/poorminds. rocketmoney.com/poorminds.
There's no going back from the op.
Y'all
dog.
can tell I got pain in me.
Somebody
let's
fucked
move
your op
on.
before? Has that happened?
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Okay.
It's
So
bringing up something in
Off
me.
camera.
I do want to bring this up real quick and before we move on. This is the second topic. What is the big difference? Because you said you're dating somebody from Atlanta. Can we say that or no? Can we? No. Well,
We can.
Okay.
We can.
So you been dating somebody in Atlanta. Obviously, you've dated men here. What is the difference between the men in the U.S. and the men here?
You know what? It's interesting because I am sitting down with two American ladies, and it's very weird. I feel like when the American ladies come to the UK, they have a complete different experience to how the UK girls are. When the UK girls go to the US, they have a completely different experience than the US girls.
Okay.
Before, I could be like, yeah, UK guys, I don't do this. But I feel like every woman has a different experience. Like for me, I've had such a fantastic time getting to know guys abroad because they look after you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so spoiled with guys abroad. Like every time I go to a different country, like it's like I'm exotic. I'm exotic flavors.
Now they love a foreign.
Yeah.
They have a thing in America. They say, if she ain't foreign, it's boring or something like that.
Oh,
like
fabulous.
Yeah. Also, you.
If she ain't foreign, she boring.
Yeah. So that's why you gonna come to the States and clean up. Like they gonna have a good time with you.
Like I think because we're so used to each other, we don't appreciate each other enough. Like UK girls, UK boys, we don't appreciate each other enough. Maybe that's what the case is. But when the US girlies come, it's like, oh, new flavors.
So you feel like the men out here are cheap with the women here?
What's that?
They're cheap. Like UK men are cheap with UK women. They're cheap.
You know
they don't
what?
want to spend money.
I'm treading very lightly on this conversation because there was a time that I was flogged in different continents because of this chat right here.
Really?
Yeah. When I made a statement about UK boys. And they beat me. They flogged me hard.
Okay.
So I tried to
tread lightly.
tread lightly on this conversation. From my experience, I have better experiences internationally.
Okay.
For me, but the UK guys. see what I'm thinking. I've got PTSD.
I see the wheels turn. She's like,
say this right. Say the right thing. Say the right thing. Say the right thing. That's what say. But no, honestly, like I feel like I have a lot more better experiences abroad. 1, 2, I love US guys. I love them.
Really?
Bad. I love them bad. See, now you're saying really.
No, I mean, my man obviously is American. I love him too, child.
I love them.
But I will say, like, I think the big difference more so for me is, like, when I've dated, like, I dated a guy from the UK before, and he liked to travel. I think American men don't like to travel as much. Like, when you date somebody out the country, like, they want to take you places. They want to do things.
I think it's more emphasis placed on different things. Like, I think you meet a man out here, he like, oh, let's go to Paris tomorrow.
Yes.
Let's go to Monaco. Let's go to Mykonos. Let's go to Santorini. Like, in America, he like $2,000.
Yeah.
I'd rather just buy you a bag.
Yeah. Let's just go to the store real quick.
Yeah.
Let me just pay your rent or something.
No, we do love a
and
travel
you know,
here.
they be on papers a lot out there.
What's that?
They can't
Papers,
travel.
like,
they can't leave the country.
They
Oh,
be
in the
feeling,
US.
they be
Oh, yeah.
feeling, they be having ankle bracelets.
They be having ankle.
You guys are dating criminals.
Oh, well, not me.
Not no more.
She's changed her ways. She's changed her ways, man. So you prefer
The criminals be having that bag.
They do low.
You don't be there sometimes.
I love the
but that ain't my
hospitality.
business.
US man, I love the hospitality. I love the chivalry. Like I find that the men, they're so chivalrous to me. Like I went on a date with this NFL player. I was in LA.
Ooh,
and
see, you hitting the top spots.
I have to make my girls proud. You know,
You been cutting up.
I'm trying to make you proud. So I was in LA, and honestly, he just moved to LA. I won't say what state because I might give it away, but I remember I was in the car. And as I was about to touch the handle, the guy ran around the car to open the car door. I was thinking, Daddy.
Not Daddy.
Daddy.
I'm weak.
He ran around to, but he said, don't you touch that door handle. I was like,
That's real daddy-ish.
honestly,
I ain't gonna lie.
even as when you're walking, this make sure you walk in the inner side. It's just little things like that I find that the American guys are so chivalrous. they'll run to open the door for you.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Is it like
complete strangers? Yeah.
Like for me, I love that. I love a gentleman.
Yeah, they're
and I
very
find that the
much-
gentleman energy in the States is so there. Like, it just turns me on, especially during like the southern parts of America. Have you like making sure that you're good? Like, they're just
They're so. I would say this one thing about my man too. Like, we will be getting into it because one day, I ain't gonna lie, we went to Target. We kind of got into it a little bit in Target, but he was like walking in front of me, like storming off, but he still opened that door. He was like, and I got in. I was like, you better open that door, daddy. One thing about the American men, they don't play. I will, but I feel like even
My
here
nigga,
though,
he like that too a little bit.
yeah,
Like, he will never let me pay for anything. Like, I love a nigga that don't let me pay for nothing. If I pull my card out, he be like, stop it and pop you.
You know what's interesting?
If you don't pop my hand if I pull my card out, I don't like that.
You know what's so interesting? I 100% agree with you. I feel like the men in my life, it's so weird because I was talking about US girls, UK boys, and a lot of the girls out here were complaining, were tired. But I have the most amazing guy friends. I have the most amazing men as friends in my life, that if I'm out with my guy friends, I'm not pulling out nothing. I remember there was a time I was like to the point where it's like, I'm such a princess. Like, if my guy friends come up to me, if the bill's being paid for, and maybe the woman gives it to me, I'll
one of them. Yeah, they gonna take it. They gonna take it.
Like, I have amazing men in my life. When it comes to dating now in the UK, I've had a different experience, but the men who are my friends here,
they gonna take care of it.
Oh, they will take care of you. They will.
They had this thing that they were doing for a while with the girls. They were like, oh, just pretend to grab the receipt. Okay, but you gonna come across the wrong American man, and he gonna be like,
He gonna be like, here you go.
He gonna be like, appreciate it, Mom.
He gonna slide it.
Appreciate that, cuz. Good looking out. So that's why I'm like, it's very hit or miss though, so don't think it's all daddy energy, because it's very much not. I think that's what you may attract because of what you exude. You know what I'm saying?
And you foreign to them.
Yeah, you foreign.
What did you say? Foreign is not boring.
Yeah.
They be hearing that accent. They be like, oh, where you from, shawty?
And
you
like
know what?
that.
I do it. I give him
And
extra.
you give it extra
I give
thick,
it
huh?
extra thick. Honestly, in America, because I talk very slang. In America, I'm like, especially when sometimes I will say, like, if I'm in the States and there's a guy that I like, sometimes I just act so stupid. Girl, I know exactly where I go. Excuse me, honestly, I have no clue.
Ooh.
Can you just let me know where?
I know where.
It's like, can you just let
Where?
honestly,
Where
I'm not from
we?
here. I am queen of. I'm not from here. I'm not from. Can you just help me? And he's like, oh, where you from? I'm like,
Got it. We fucking got
into
it.
my trap.
That is actually genius.
No, that was a good accent. She said, oh, where you from?
Yeah, that is actually really genius, because I will say this too.
Oh,
when
God.
you find men are so easy.
Yeah.
So easy.
Oh my God, they are so easy. Like, it's very easy. I don't want to say use the word plot because it sounds so bad, but it's like, if you want a man, you can literally do the bare minimum and pull him. It's so easy.
Damsel in distress is the best way
Damsel in
forward.
distress
Damsel
gonna
in
work
distress.
every time.
Plotting work too. I done did that.
Oh, I love a good plot.
I love a good
What's
plot.
the plot? Tell me.
You
How
know,
you gotta help me. This is when Nisa answers.
Okay, so how I got my boyfriend, like, we work out at the gym together, whatever, and I saw him, I was like, damn, he's fine as fuck. Like, I was like, I want to, so I started following him. I knew he was going to follow me back because we kind of knew the same people, whatever. So as soon as he followed me back, I started posting shit on my story, like, I'm working out, I'm posting this ass, I'm posting everything, because I knew he was going to be like.
Private story or main?
My main story, because I
Okay.
wanted him to see it. So as soon as I posted, like 10 minutes later, here he go, hard eyes in it. Got him. Just like that. Conversation started. Next thing you know, we in love, and that's my man. We done rolled off into the sun, bitch. We in love. Because men are easy. Like, I knew what I wanted. And mind you, it's 1,000 men hard eyes in that picture, but I wanted that one. You know, because I didn't want to make it feel like it was for him. I wanted him to feel like he was chasing me. Because you got to remember, you can't do too much because they still want to feel like they. I didn't even tell him I did that till we were like 3-4 months into our like relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's little things you can do to make a man. Sometimes a man don't even know he wants you. You got to let him know you want me, hoe ass nigga.
Positioning.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And see, with me, I've just, I feel like you can go like a picture.
Oh, that's a good trick.
How many we talking here?
Like 3-4, but take it way back.
Okay. 2020.
Take it way back.
2017.
So yeah.
Oh, that's too far.
Too far? 2017?
Too far.
I don't think that's too far. I feel like he gonna be like, damn, what you doing back there? What you doing back there? He gonna know what you up to.
Pre-COVID time is crazy.
Yeah, he
crazy.
gonna know what you up to though.
Okay.
He gonna see the vibes and he gonna be like, oh, all right. And then I feel like if he look at your page and he feeling you, he gonna slide.
Yeah, he definitely.
It works like a charm.
It do.
You know what's interesting? I need to start doing that because I start panicking. Like, if I like a guy but he's got 5 pictures and the first one's from 2019, I'm like, well, I'm fucked because it's going to look like I'm really stalking him.
Yeah.
But, like, if you do, like, the most recent one and then you do...
You gotta go way back.
Yeah, you gotta do the balance so it doesn't look too crazy. So it's like, okay, I saw your recent photo, but oh shit, like, you also have some nice pictures from 2019. So it doesn't look too eager.
Yeah.
But this one is...
That's
solid.
You gotta throw it out there, and if they catch it, cool. But if they don't keep doing it.
Yeah,
Then it starts to look thirsty.
It's thirsty.
Yeah.
That's why I said you gotta keep it real light. You know what I'm saying?
This is good advice.
All right, now you know, Auntie
Guys,
got
I'm not
you.
gonna die alone. That's great. That's great to know. That's great to know.
We gonna make sure you find one of these.
Honestly, December, guys. December is my deadline.
This to get a man,
Get a boyfriend. Yeah.
like a serious relationship.
Serious relationship.
How
What
can you
happened
do
if you
it?
don't find one by December?
Then I'm holding you two accountable. You guys do a good job.
Damn.
Not it's our fault.
Not it's all these American bitches told me.
These hoes don't know nothing.
She's like, I went back to 1967 and liked the picture on his bitch ass.
Because there's no way you guys have entered relationships and you now want to leave the rest of us behind. No.
Yeah.
Oh no. One thing about me, I feel like I gotta take everybody because it's like, you got to give the advice. And I've lived. I'm almost 10 years older than you. So I know a little thing or two. I was out there being wild and crazy. But I feel like there's somebody for everybody. That's what people don't realize. They want to look at you or look at us like we're loud, we're obnoxious, we're this and that. But guess what? I don't need a million men to love me and marry me. I just need one.
Mm-hmm.
It's somebody out there. Hey, I
just
that.
love this for you so
Beautiful.
much.
It's beautiful. Oh, I love my man down.
I just honestly,
No,
I love
she
it.
do.
I love it when she talks like this. You know, it's just giving reform lover girl. Like I just love it.
She love that
but I'm a healed lover now. I used to be like a toxic lover, like crazy. I'm in my healed love era.
This is so sexy. I love it.
I'm not really sure what era I'm in.
Oh,
Stay
Lord.
tuned.
She said stay tuned.
So y'all make sure y'all share the content, like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And let me say this before we close out. Y'all, there is one Twitter account that is connected to Poor Minds. It's POUR_MINDS. Y'all are tagging the wrong Poor Minds page. If you see @Poor Minds with no underscore, that is a fake page. Do not follow that page, okay? They blocked me, Andrea, and the Poor Minds page on both. So we only have one Instagram, one Twitter, one TikTok. It is POUR_MINDS. All right?
And we got hella fake Facebook page.
Oh, the Facebook pages. It's the
The crazy thing is our Facebook page actually have the least amount of followers.
So if you on Facebook,
the one that's ours
got the least amount of followers.
The one that's not us got like 250,000
But y'all
followers.
know it's fake if you actually look at the content because the caption is like whoever it is don't speak English because their captions are like
Bumba Claus.
Should men pay bill? Should men pay bill? Yes, no. Check answer below.
Block.
Booyah, booyah, booyah.
Like that's literally what the captions.
I like you. What with that DDG Bumba Claus?
Bumba Claus.
I love that video.
So now it's time to get into the bed. The bed. Bow.
The bed.
Bow. 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 So our bed is our sex topic.
Yes.
Okay.
And today we wanted to talk about something a little different. Now, Drea has went through this before. Me personally, never have, never will. not my forte. I don't believe in it. It's not my ministry. But it's not a bad thing.
To these.
So we want to talk about breaking celibacy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Have you ever been celibate before?
Yeah.
How long were you celibate for?
I was celibate. Honestly, like sometimes like putting a title on it is crazy because there's been times in my life where I've not had sex for like 2 years just because I haven't really spoke to anyone.
God damn! My thing would have closed up. You know, if a hole don't you know what I'm saying? You gotta use that hole. You never heard use it before you lose it?
Honestly, do you know what? Yeah, you know when life is so tough, it's like sex is like the last thing. It's like, girl, I've got fucking bills to pay.
For 2 years.
Well, I will say this.
Fuck you. Do you know what? Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. Like, yeah.
Because that kind of really let that stress out.
No, I
was stressed.
But I agree with her. I feel like you way too fucking horny if you trying to fuck and you ain't got no money.
Imagine you're going through.
Because why? Nothing even turned me on when I'm broke.
I swear nothing.
Sometimes you doing it to get to the money.
If I have negative 12 pounds in my account, I don't want no dick.
Sometimes though, it might be somebody. Look, Nate. You remember Nate? What was the movie?
Set It Off.
Set It Off. I need this money.
Well, but she wasn't fucking him to get that scratch, to get that itch scratch. She was fucking him because she needed that
That's
money.
what I'm saying, but you were saying, how can you fuck when you broke? Very easily.
Okay, yeah, but she was fucking for money. Like, she was fucking to get the money.
You know
I feel like hoes be fucking because they horny. They don't be getting no money. They be fucking that nigga and still banking the negatives.
You know what's so magic? Sometimes Sometimes I wish that I can do that. You know when you see the
you
girls
wish you could wait.
I can fuck for money. I wish sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've not got it in me.
Yeah, I don't have it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Sometimes I see the girls and they're like, oh my god, yacht trip, and one big belly man. I'm like, damn girl, I wish.
One big belly man.
I was like, I wish.
It's crazy because me and my friend, we have this saying that we be like, she had to pay that tab though. That tab getting paid. They like watch when that tab is getting paid tonight. When a man is doing XYZ and he real, them girls is paying that tab one way or the other.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And they're having a good time. I'm not.
I'm not hating on it.
I'm not hating. I mean, I'm hating because I'm thinking, damn, why can't I fucking have the guts? But no, it's not. It's not for me.
Galore.
Okay,
they having a good time.
I swear to God, they're having a good time. But sometimes
that's what I always think about. I just be like, you know what?
Maybe no.
So you were celibate for 2 years just because but it wasn't
that one was like no title celibacy, but I actually had an intentional celibacy for a year.
Okay.
Because obviously I wanted to get closer to God. I wanted to get more into my spirituality, and I also felt like I had a very toxic relationship with guys and sex. I kind of feel like I attached sex to my emotions and my worth, and there was just so many things I needed to kind of unpack. So I was like, okay, cool. Seriously, no sex for 1 year. Ooh. And I've said this story a couple of times now. I was going strong for 1 year. 1 year, no sex, no masturbation, nothing. Because some of you lot be like, I'm not having sex, but you lot are playing with your pussy.
Oh, that's me. I guess I ain't never been celibate now that I think about it.
Because them vibrators going crazy over there. She was always, you got some batteries?
You know how crazy it is for your batteries to run out?
Hey, you gotta charge them up. Get some new batteries.
You was using it.
Whoever came out with that rose toy did they big one.
Do you know what? Yeah, I've never used the rose toy.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't like
rose toys. Send me your mail in address.
I don't like rose toys. I don't like the rose toy. It's too much. You don't want to nut that hard. It is. My eyes crossed, and they stayed crossed for about 3 days.
Let me say this: some of the vibrators don't need to be vibrating that hard. Be calm. Like keep it soft. Some of them are a bit like.
Yeah, I was shaking for 4 days.
It's like it's giving massage
too much.
It's giving massage stick
too much. So you
like
bro. That thing is strong.
No, it's fucking strong, mate.
That pussy is strong. You put the vibrator on the highest setting.
No, I put it on 1 because I agree. The rose toy, it's OD. Whoever created that, I don't know what the fuck y'all was on.
Too horny.
Because the first level is enough for me. I ain't even made it to 7.
There's 7 levels?
Yeah, it's like 7. It's like the first one is like zzz.
That's like a...
Then the next one is like zzz, zzz.
You know how you like play a video game and you get to the next level? Girl. She ain't got to level 7 yet. Sorry, she ain't graduated there yet.
I don't know what
it's
kind of
levels for sure. And then it start getting real tricky too. Cause like you'll think you back on my bad.
You making it sound like a Nintendo 64.
Cause you'll think you back on level 1, you'll think it's back on the zzz, and then it'll do that twice, then it'll be like
I don't like
it's
that.
Crazy. It's a little too intense.
That's too much.
Yeah, it's too much for me.
So you were celibate, no sex, and no masturbation for a year. But how was that?
Do you know what? I enjoyed it.
So you never wanted to rub one out?
I mean, yeah, I had thoughts. Like sometimes, like when people be kissing on the screen, I got to turn it off. I'm like, no. When people start, when I see sexies, I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. But I really was avoiding anything that could put me back into that place.
Yeah. And
unfortunately, there was one sexy guy that decided to move in downstairs from my flat. Mm-hmm. And he became my neighbor, and I was like, Father God. And it's mad because the first time I actually met him, I was on my way to the supermarket to get food shopping, and he came to me. He's like, oh yeah, where you going? You know, I just moved in. I said, oh yeah, I'm going food shopping. He's like, okay, let me take you. I was like, fucking hell, mate.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, fucking hell. Well, that's it then.
So that's how you broke your celibacy?
No, wait.
That's what I was asking.
Not for the food shop.
I'm not saying a few bananas.
No.
He bought you a bunch of bananas and you went crazy. Okay,
so obviously, like, first time I met him, you know, took me food shopping and stuff. Yeah. You know, added shit to basket. And then from there, we just started going out, and he was just lavish. He would just buy me things. He would just take me out on date. He was very lavish. Yeah. And that's the kind of, like, you know, like nice wrist. Like, I was just like, nah, man, this is my type. This is the type that God keeps telling me to leave alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we dated for about 2 months, and then, yeah, man, this game was game. After that was game.
I feel you, though, but I feel like... But did you feel like you did it on your terms, though? Like, it wasn't like remember you said before you were having sex, it was like an emotional attachment, and it was all this. Did you feel like it was a better experience for you after the long celibacy?
Yeah, it was definitely on my time. It's something I wanted to do.
Right.
It was fucking great. I'm not gonna lie.
I know that thing was...
juicy.
Juicy. I know it was good and juicy. I know that ass was... clapping.
Honestly, it was
legs. Why do you?
Because I seen it. Did you see it? She got that thing on
stop
her.
it, guys.
She fine.
I did see it.
That's a weapon of mass destruction.
You know, I be looking.
Hey, Madame Joyce don't play.
Honestly, that's why my camera's from here up. Listen, just focus on what I'm saying. Like, just focus on what I'm saying.
The ass crazy.
Do you know what's so bad? When people meet me, they're just so shocked to see that I've got a crack.
Body.
Like, it's crazy. They're like, Joyce, we never knew. And it's just like, well,
that's why I said earlier, like, I seen it the other day, but today I see it. I said, I see why that milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Girl.
That's why he wanted to take her food shopping.
I can teach you, but I have to
charge. Hey, I would have took you to get some bananas too. Hell yeah!
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
You want to give her that banana?
Oh gosh,
it's that rum.
It's the rum, Joyce.
Sorry. From Monty, but we're gonna talk about that in a minute. What made you break your celibacy? How long were you celibate for?
Like, I actually broke my celibacy for like the last dude I was dating.
Oh. So this was recent.
You knew that.
I had to act shocked for the people. God damn. Can I react with the audience, please?
Dramatic effects.
Yes.
Dramatic effects.
Yes. Like, I hadn't had sex for like 6 months until I started dating the last person I was dating.
You was cranky.
Was I?
I'd be like, good morning, queen. She'd be like, hey. nothing was good about them mornings. She was so mad.
It wasn't nothing good about them mornings. I ain't gonna lie, but it was a healing journey. I felt like it was good for my personal growth and for me to really get to know myself. I think that's important. I think everybody should take a break from sex sometimes.
I agree. Do you know what? I'm
horny though. That's why she laughing at us.
Can I say something? Yeah. Because there's a big conversation about things like pornography and masturbation stuff, and I feel like anyone that hasn't in their lifetime, like let's just say you lost your vision. If you cannot have taken 6 months out of no sex, I think that's scary.
You know what it's like?
She's about to make an excuse.
No, I'm not making an excuse because I ain't gonna lie. If I started having sex when I was 15,
and you never took 6 months,
never took a break. Been going hard. No, if I did take a break, it was because I was single. But let me say this though,
she's crazy.
It was never like I don't know. I've never looked at sex like, oh, I need it. I need to have it. Or like, oh, I'm so like, I mean, I get horny. We all get horny.
Bro, the way you lie is
I'm
crazy.
saying like, of course I get horny, but I'm saying like, if I have a bout of like a month or two where I'm not having sex, I'm not going crazy about it.
You never not had sex for a month.
Yes, I have. Not on purpose though. I was definitely beating my meat every day. She was like, help me. Leave me alone, bitch. Can I get a break, hoe-ass nigga?
Oh, my God.
But I'm saying, though, I guess, like, for me, it's just, like, I don't know. I've never felt like, I mean, I should take that time, maybe, but I've never felt like I've had an extremely, like, unhealthy relationship with sex or anything like that. So I feel like it was never, like, in my journey. I feel like where my journey is, because I'm super spiritual as well. You know, I feel like every path that I have taken on, it was for and I'm on the right path. I feel like everything that I've done that's lead me to be here, you know, sometimes people need that. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe that will happen for me 2 years from now. You never know, because my story isn't over.
Yeah.
But I said, for me, I needs to beat my meat.
No,
man.
I felt like I needed that. I needed to not have sex for like 6 months. Like, it was like a really good time in my life. And I feel like I focused so much on myself, my personal growth, and like on business. And it's so crazy because I always say this. If people have been watching the show for a long time, I always say I feel like that was like the time where like the show kind of like took off or started taking off when we started getting like crazy opportunities and stuff, because I was just focusing on myself, focusing on my business and being an entrepreneur, and I just wasn't worried about no men. Like it was no man that I was dating that I was worried about
distracting you.
Then that nigga came in my life, Lord Jesus.
That's the thing, they do be coming. They be coming.
They know when you date. It's like they know.
Can smell it.
They can smell it.
They can smell that itch ain't been
He
scratched.
Knew I was hot and ready.
Like Little Caesars.
Like Little Caesars.
Throbbing.
Need a nigga who gonna swipe them visas.
Okay. So celibacy, I say if this in your journey, do it. But one thing about me, I'ma scratch that thing. I'ma get it scratched. I'm clapping. You feel me?
That's why when you said a month, I said, wow.
What's the longest you've gone without having sex?
Honestly, I'm going to be real with you. Like, I don't know. It's probably has been like a couple months, like maybe like 3 or 4 months when I was like in between. Yes, it has. Like, I've had times where.
Joyce.
I'm not just saying. Either way it goes. I'm saying like, but it wasn't.
Let me tell you something about legs.
No judging.
She gonna lie.
No, it's not. But it's not like, oh, I'm not having sex, because it was just because shit was happening. A nigga couldn't come through. The nigga I wanted to see wasn't. It wasn't like, oh, I'm not doing it. No, it was just like I literally couldn't get it. I was looking for it probably, but it just wasn't happening. That's what I'm saying. If I've gone a long time without sex, it's not like I was purposely doing it. But there has been bouts where, you know, I haven't had sex for a while, but it wasn't on purpose, is what I'm saying. So with that being said, I think that if you do celibacy, it can be a good journey for you. You know what I'm saying? 100%. But like I said, with my journey in life, you know, that wasn't something that I personally have experienced. But would I do it one day or try it? Yeah, I would be open to it. You know what I'm saying? If that's where my story leads me to.
I feel like you saying that you have a good relationship with sex.
Yeah.
Like, I can understand why that's okay. I think for me, my celibacy journey was because I have a bad relationship with sex. And I wanted to kind of connect to myself and connect with God in that season.
Right.
So again, it's how you feel. It's what you're trying to get. Like if you're outside, be outside. If you want to be celibate, be celibate. It's fine.
Yeah, I think
it doesn't matter.
It's just your journey.
It doesn't matter.
Everybody has a different journey. I agree with that. For me, it was the same thing. Like I just feel like if you ever feel like sex is like an escape for you, then that's not good.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Because you need to figure out what it is that you're trying to
Run
escape
away
from.
You're right. You're preaching.
And I think that's with anything too. Drinking, smoking, whatever. It's like you feel like you're using it for something then other than having a good time and you're actually really enjoying it. Like everything needs to be in like, you shouldn't overindulge in anything.
Yeah.
And one thing about me, I don't have an addictive personality either. I think we have talked about this on the show too.
Same.
I don't get addicted to nothing. I can, if I wanted to drop sex tomorrow, I very much could. Smoking, drinking, whatever. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna be healthy.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't have when I notice I have a negative relationship with something, that's when I'm like, okay, this is not for me. I need to realize, because I've had to do that with liquor. Like, I still do that every year. Like, I'll take a break and I'll be like, you know what? I'm going too hard. I'm doing too much. So I think it's like, it's important to take a break from things that you're overindulging in.
I agree.
For sure.
I agree 100%. 100%. I feel like I'm on a accidental celibacy journey, because as you were talking, I was thinking, when's the fucking last time I had sex? It's been a while, babe.
Yeah, sometimes it be an accident.
This is like upon
this one isn't on purpose.
Yeah, it's like, damn, when the last time I got my little back beat in. That's what I say sometimes it would happen to me. I'm like, damn, yeah. You know, it's like, it was a time where I was working 2-3 jobs. I'm like, damn, it's been like, you know, because I'm working so much. I only had $3 and rent was due. So it's like, sometimes you like, you know, you be busy with things and things happen. But that's also a good thing, because, you know, you're working, you're focused, and you're happy.
Yeah,
Ain't no distraction. That dick gonna distract you now.
I agree.
Good dick will distract you.
Dick do be a distraction.
It does.
Honestly, I'm such a lover girl. I need to change, you know, because and the thing is, me, I have sex with people that I like.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's the best sex that I've ever had is with people that
You like to make
emotionally
love.
I'm in love. Yeah, make love to me. Make love to me.
I'm weak.
Like, yeah.
I like that too.
Making
I don't
love.
want to have sex if we ain't making love.
Yeah, word.
Because we gotta feel like we in love at least.
Yeah,
for
let's
that
pretend.
minute, you know?
Let's fake it till we make it.
I love to pretend like,
Let's fake it
I
till we
want
make
to
it.
do the UK. I want to do the UK men and the US men have different dick.
oh.
Do you know what? Oh, that's a great question.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, I do know, but
I forgot. You do know.
but
I don't think I've ever been with a US guy.
no. I feel like
I've never been with a UK man.
No.
I feel like it was cool, you know, but I don't think I had enough to compare. Like, I only had one, so of course I'm gonna say American men is better.
If it's good, one is enough.
But that's what I'm saying. It was cool. It was cool. I mean, it wasn't nothing I was
Cool
calling.
is such a bad season.
Yeah,
it was cool. Like,
But I'm saying, but I've had sex with like
That
American
shit
men
was
and it was
mid.
cool. But that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's you said it's
It
mid.
wasn't bad. It wasn't like, oh my God, like, But I feel like I can't put all the UK men just because I had one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah,
Because there's some American men that done blew my mind. And then there was something I was like, it was
So what's
cool.
the average? What's the average? Are we saying like for the US men, is it up there? Have you had good experiences overall?
If I had like, no, it's like, it's a very small community of men who got good peen in America. They don't be slanging out that good wood like that. Y'all can get mad if you want to. It's a thing. It's like it was a study. It was like 79% of women don't have orgasms in the States, like from sex. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women write into the show and they're like, you know, I'm having sex with my partner, and then afterwards I got to use my toy. Like, what can I do? Like, yeah, the girls ain't getting it.
Oh, sisters,
It's
I'm not
big.
gonna lie. I've had a great time.
Hey, I'm gonna get mine. I'm getting mine.
I would say
Legs.
Well, I do.
She said a grand time over here.
I mean, in the UK, like obviously, like I've been with. I'm trying to think. Have I been to anyone abroad? No. Like, most of my experiences have been UK, man, and I've had a good time.
Yeah.
I've had fun.
But see, the
like
men
the
out here
UK
are extremely fine.
Yeah,
too.
and I feel like
yeah.
it's
The
a
men
lot
out
of
here are fine.
Yes, and I feel like it's a lot of African men in the UK.
Yeah.
I feel like African men are real dick pleasers.
You gave me a flashback. And all right now, don't get me started. You are a wild girl.
I mean, that's from what I hear. I don't know. I never had no.
You heard it from me, bitch.
You just said it was all right. I didn't hear
No,
it from you.
No, you said we were talking about UK men, but like African men. Once we get into like
oh yeah,
going to Nigeria.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go right now.
All my friends that have dated like African men, they always say like African men top tier.
Yeah,
the sex
pleasers.
is top tier. And I feel like y'all have a lot of African men over here. And that's probably why.
We have a good time.
Yeah.
She said we have a good time.
We have a good time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to move on. So now it's time to get into the bop. Hey, see that rum to hit you. We in the bop. Bow, bow, bow. See?
It's the Cromonti.
It's the Cromonti. Shout out to Cromonti for sponsoring this episode, y'all. Please go check out this rum because it is really good and it's smooth.
Bless
Are you liking it?
I'm loving it.
It's tasty. And then it's women owned.
That's what I was going to say. It's one of the very few women owned rum brands that you can find. And they're from Karaoke.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You can read real good. I like that. But yes, y'all make sure
shout out to Cromonti.
Yeah, shout out Cromonti for sponsoring this episode.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
Y'all know we have a segment on Poor Minds called Item of the Week. But do you have a product or something that you want to promote and you want it featured on Poor Minds? Your opportunity is here.
Period. If you have an item or you have a business and you want to get it promoted, we are now having slots available on the Poor Minds episode. So if you would like to get your product featured for Item of the Week, all you need to do is send an email to itemoftheweekpm@gmail.com. That's itemoftheweekpm@gmail.com. Send us an email and we'll work it out. We're going to figure it out. Get your product, get your business sponsored, and make you some money.
We love to support a small business now.
And a black business at that. But I mean,
it can be anybody. We don't discriminate.
Any business is welcome.
So now it's time to get into the bop. Okay, so bop of the week is whatever music you've been listening to this week. Like the good tune. So I am an R&B girl. The people know I love me a good R&B tune. So my bop of the week this week is by an artist called D-Mott. And the song is called My Everything. And I always say this, we need to get back to the love making music.
Agreed.
I want a man to beg for it.
Agreed.
Beg me. You know what I'm saying? Or just make me feel like I am the last star in the sky. Okay? So D-Mott, My Everything, it's kind of like how that song is. It's a good R&B song. I like indie R&B. I don't like big artists. I feel like sometimes that's when the music gets watered down so everybody can love it. I like when people just make what's true to themselves because that's how you get to the good music. So D-Mott, My Everything, that's my bop of the week. What you been listening to? I know you got a good song.
Do you know what? I'm very eclectic. I love Afrobeats. Afrobeats is my first love. But I would like to also jump on the R&B bandwagon. Okay. Because honestly, we don't make R&B like we used to, man. Seriously. We need to bring back 2000s, late 90s R&B. Sexy, heartbreak, love, that tip. But there's something that I came across on TikTok. Her name is Sasha Keeble. Okay. And it's called Hold Up. I really like that song.
Really?
The strings, the saxophone in there. Like I love a well thought out musician, and I really, really love. I love this song. I think it's so well done. So yeah, big up her, Sasha Keeble. Hold Up.
You know what's crazy that you said that because I find a lot of good artists on TikTok. People be sleep on the music you can find on TikTok. Like if you set your algorithm up where like musicians come on there, you'll find some good shit for real.
And I'm appreciating real music with like real instruments. Just none of this like beat shit
on a computer.
I was
you like a little flute.
Give me a flute. Yes. No, I swear. I went to Recess Lounge. It's an event in the UK. And they had a little section where there was a guy on stage. I don't even want to say this out loud, but I don't give a fuck. because I'm licky. He had I don't know who this guy is. He was wearing a white vest, jeans, and he had a saxophone, and he was blowing. And I was thinking, Lord of mercy, blood of Jesus, this is a good.
You liked it?
I fucking liked it so bad. He
Oh my
was
gosh.
blowing, and he just looked. I think, did he have a do-rag? I don't even remember. I just know that he had a saxophone in hand, and he was blowing, and he looked sexy doing it. And I was like, yeah. What else? What else you blow?
What else?
I ain't gonna lie. I want to see a nigga playing a piccolo.
A piccolo.
That's how I
is
know you
nuts.
deep. You deep in your bag. If that's what you play,
A piccolo is nuts.
What is a pickup? What's that?
it's in the flute family.
Yeah, it's like a wind instrument. It's a wind instrument.
Clarinet. Do y'all have clarinets here?
Yeah, but I'm just, why that specific instrument?
Exactly, because you didn't even know what it is.
That's why she said.
So that's why I said
if
if you play a piccolo, you deep in your bag.
you deep in your bag. Yeah.
You a win player.
You know what?
You were like you said. What else you blow?
Y'all are insane.
You know what?
This couch is unhinged. This couch, I don't know what's in this room, but y'all is cutting up.
Okay, all right. So you know I gotta bring it full circle.
Oh Lord, have mercy. I'm
Bring it
scared.
back to the States.
Okay.
Well, hood shit. Boss man D-Lo.
Oh my God, you so ghetto.
He got a song called Mr. Pot Scraper. And I love it. I'm gonna read y'all some lyrics real quick.
Okay, thank you.
Left pocket full of pink 50s. Right pocket got blues in it. Plug send me them packs to me. I know what to do with it. $1,000 shoes. I'm walking on a damn ounce. He ain't running up a bag. He running his damn mouth. Pussy.
Ooh, that was a bar low key.
Yeah.
Okay, boss man.
And
D-Lo.
he meant that. He said, I'm Mr. Swanger though. Mr. Beat the Road. 2000 on the coat, stepping on a throat, nigga.
That was so good.
Thank you.
That was so
Thanks,
good.
thank you, Drea.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
I love this song. It do something to my spirit.
I see. I see.
It's in me, not on me.
Thank you. Shout out to Boss Man D-Lo.
Yeah.
Okay, so now
I like him a lot.
Can I
go ahead. Add what you want to
my God.
add.
You
Sorry.
like? I feel like you. I see you over there. You like that song
No,
too.
because do you know what? Trap music is such a new genre for me. But there was a song in America that was spinning when I went to Atlanta. Here,
What was
it's
it?
3 Soak City.
What?
3 what?
It's 310 Baby and Blueface. How's it? Wait. Let me
I'm
see
like,
if
I ain't never heard this one.
wait. Let me see.
You
if I
might be
can play
putting
it.
me
Play a
on
little
something.
snippet.
Honestly, it was. You've probably heard it. It was spinning. Is it spin? Yeah.
Well, they. Oh,
Oh, I know that.
left, right. Let me see.
I
you
really
move
like-
it. Yeah, it was
I
a
really-
bob. It was a bob.
Sorry, is this old? Am I a bit
No,
behind?
it's not old. I made a TikTok to it. I
That's
was
a little
dancing.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
Okay,
it.
you ate with that one. That was a bob. I'm not gonna
That
lie.
was a good one.
That was a good one.
I'm for the streets.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And y'all do not forget to call our shot line. I know you've heard of a hotline, but this is the Poor Minds shot line.
Yeah, we love to hear from y'all. Y'all need to call in, y'all. And this is not necessarily for questions. You know, we just want to hear from y'all. Like, we want to know y'all feedback, y'all thoughts on the show, or just what's going on in your life. So you can always call 678-827-1826.
Yes, and y'all know, keep it short and cute. Don't be calling and letting us know about your baby daddy, sister, brother, cousin, boyfriend, okay?
Well, I want to hear about that, actually.
Well, you know, they can let a little something, but, you know, we want to keep it cute and short. Like she said, this is not questions. This is not pour your heart out. So just call, give us a little feedback, what you want to see on the show, any suggestions, what you think about the show. If you just want to simply give us our flowers, you know, or it could be anything. What's bothering you this week? What got on your nerves this week? If you just want to vent and get some things off your chest, call the shot line. Again, the number is 678-827-1826.
So we're gonna answer our favorite. Do you give good advice?
I try to.
I think you do give good advice.
I do my bursts.
I do. I feel like you're going to give some good
I feel like you
advice.
give good advice. So this is our favorite segment of the show where we give our advice. If you want your question answered on the show, make sure you email us at askpoorminds@gmail.com. And if you're a Patreon member, make sure you put that in the subject line. You get to skip the line, period.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Dre, you want me to read number one? Or you
No, I'm going to read it.
Oh, damn.
Because I read the long one.
Okay, you right. Go ahead.
Hey, Drea and Lex. I am in a rough patch with a friend of mine who I've been friends with for well over 15 years. Within the last 8 years, at least, we have grown to become best friends, even though we're total opposites. I'm the stay-at-home and chill with a glass of wine girl, while she likes to turn up and party. Being that she is so on the scene, she often tells me stories about her other friends' personal life and tea that happens while we're partying. I pretty much know something about all of her friends, even things that maybe I shouldn't know. At first, the tea was entertaining, but as we get older, I find myself questioning whether things I've confided in her while venting has been shared with her other friends. I've even asked her flat out if she's ever shared my tea with her other friends, but she swears she would never bring it up because we're so close. The older I get, the less I find gossip and tea entertaining, and although I love her, I'm starting to look at her sideways. I want to be able to share my life and my friend without fear of people I don't know personally knowing my business. My question is, am I foolish to believe that she really isn't spreading my business out of the loyalty and bond that we have? Or should I just come to terms with the fact that I've outgrown the friendship? Please keep me anonymous as our friend group does enjoy watching Poor Minds weekly. Thanks, ladies. Hey, y'all.
Well, I'm telling you, you're not getting invited next week when they have girls' night. Because if y'all watching this weekly and she asked her about it, she might know.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think nothing was said specifically that would, like, give a hint.
Okay, so how do y'all feel?
I feel like, obviously, they've been friends for a long time. Mm-hmm. They've been friends for 15 years. They're best friends. They live different lives. And she feels that she's afraid that her friend is spreading her business or could be spreading her business.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like as we get older, we actually need to start keeping some of our shit to ourselves.
Amen.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. And I mean, I'm an oversharer, but I feel like if you are afraid of information coming out, I know it's your best friend and it's annoying, but I feel like sometimes we need to actually...
You don't have to tell your friends everything, bro.
Like, seriously. Like, I
agree.
agree. And unfortunately, there are some people that love gist. Like, for me, I love gist. Die. Like, I feel like I couldn't be friends with someone that doesn't love a chit chat.
Yeah.
Because I'm someone that likes a chit chat.
People who don't want to tell me their business a little weird to me.
Yeah, it's like, what are you hiding?
Because... Yeah, like I feel like if we friends, like I'll say this, when it comes to like strangers, I'm never gonna overshare with strangers.
Yeah.
But when it comes to my friends, like if I really fuck with you, you will know a lot about me.
Yeah.
And so people who you're friends with who don't want to tell you certain things, I think that's a little strange.
I agree.
But I also feel like if you don't want people to find out, you shouldn't tell them anything.
That's it.
But also, you shouldn't be friends with people that you feel like you can't tell shit to.
Facts.
I
agree.
ain't really...
I agree.
Like, because I don't care if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
I'm never... When I think about my friendships with people and the stuff that I tell them, I'm never like, oh, I wonder if when I'm not around her, she be telling people my business.
Yeah.
It's never something that crossed my mind.
It doesn't cross your mind, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Sometimes, like, I feel like sometimes when people have friendships for a long time, they feel like they need to stay in those friendships. But dynamics can change. Like, for example, when you were younger, you probably had something in common. Maybe you guys played volleyball together. It's like, oh yeah, let's be best friends. But it seems like as you've grown, you guys are now completely two different people in your adulthood years. And she likes to do some stuff, you don't like to do it, and now you can't trust her. I feel like, honestly, you should just charge it for me.
Yeah, I think sometimes we like to force friendships because of time.
Yeah,
time
facts.
doesn't mean anything.
Agreed.
You can meet somebody and then this be a person that is your best friend for life and y'all bonded like that. Like, and then you can be friends with somebody 15 years and it's like, you know what, this doesn't serve me anymore. So I think a lot of times we put so much emphasis on time when time doesn't really mean much to me when it comes to like bonds with somebody. But I also think too, another thing, like you said, I don't feel like that. Like because I tell Dre all my business, I never be like, oh, I wonder if Dre is telling. Literally, that thought has literally never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
And another thing too, it's like if Drea was telling me something about like her business and her boyfriend, my other friends, they wouldn't even care to hear that. That my friends would probably think it's weird. Like, okay, why does this matter? Like, what are you telling me this for? So I don't even think that's like a thing.
I just don't even care though. Like I said, because the thing about life, shit always gonna come to a head. Like, you always gonna find out what the fuck really going on at some point. So even if you got a friend where you think you confiding in them and you telling them all of your deepest, darkest secrets and you don't want nobody to know, if she telling people your business, you gonna find out.
You gonna find out.
Agreed.
It's gonna get back to you some kind of way.
Yeah,
Trust
I agree.
me. At some point, if she messy like that, it's gonna get back to you. So to me, it's just not even nothing to worry about. But again, you know, like, personally, I have some shit that don't nobody know.
There's some shit I'm taking to the
grave.
grave.
Like, it's certain shit that only I know. And because I feel that way, I would never tell nobody.
Right.
So I feel like if you telling people stuff and you scared about people finding out, just keep it to yourself. That's the problem with people, like, overshares. Everybody want to overshare all they shit. Keep it to yourself sometimes. It's okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. I hope y'all got some time.
No, that question long, Joyce.
It is long. It's not too. It's not bad like the other one.
I'm gonna show it to her.
Okay, so I'll start. Hi, ladies. I started dating this man about a month ago, and he took me on dates and paid for everything without a problem. He even took me to a high-class Italian restaurant on the second date. And in between dates, we would talk on the phone all the time. By the fifth date, I was ready to give him some. My throat wasn't feeling well. I ordered tea on that date. This is very important. After an intimate night, I woke up in his apartment and suggested Starbucks, and he suggested a Starbucks medicine ball for my throat. I'm thinking he was offering it as a kind gesture since he already knew I had a little cough. I told him that we could go back, that we could go even though I already had tea at home. We get to Starbucks, and once it's time to pay, he's just standing there. I ask him, did you forget your wallet? He's like, no, I have it. The barista is just staring at us. As irritated as I am, I go ahead and pay. He drops me off and I go about my day. He had no problem spending money, but once we get intimate, he didn't want to pay for my $9 Starbucks order. And my thing is, it was so embarrassing and uncomfortable for me to be put on the spot like that. It was like he completely switched up. I gave my body to him and now he doesn't care about my well-being. It didn't sit right with me, so I texted him about it. I told him at that moment I didn't feel safe with him and that he misled me by suggesting something and not offering to pay. That's so weird. All he said was, it's disappointing that you feel that way, and that he didn't mind paying until I asked him if he had his wallet. I feel at this point he was testing me. I'm so upset because I've been celibate for 4 months and I wasted it on him. I didn't text back and a few days went by. I got a text from him saying we should just be friends. I told him, better yet, we can just go our separate ways. I feel like this was intentional and very calculated. Why would I want to be friends with you after that? Am I tripping? Was I doing too much for speaking up? Money isn't the issue. It was the principle. Hoping to get some advice.
I think you tripping. It was $9.
Facts. Like, I was thinking, if I say this, they're gonna say I'm dick riding.
Yeah, are you being like a pick me? But we tell the truth over here.
Two things I want to say. Can we all let's come closer. Being taken out for food is bare minimum. Please, can we?
Meg said that. Stop calling him a trick.
See, like,
He's only buy your
He's
food.
not a trick if he only buys you food.
Yes,
like,
agreed.
Second date in Italian, baby. He should have taken you to Italian on the first date. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the standard, right? Let's bring it to a new standard. That's the first thing. Let's all give ourselves a new standard so we don't put certain behaviors on pedestals.
For sure.
And then equate that to be like, oh my God, he took me Italian, so that must mean he really likes me. It's like, no, he's got money and he's hungry, right?
Right.
Like, that's the first thing.
You gotta eat anyways.
Facts. Second thing for me, I do feel like he was testing her, and I think this shit is so annoying. I see a lot of guys like, oh, I've spent money on me, let's see if she'll spend the money as well. But to me, I'm not gonna lie, I would have just paid for it.
Yeah, because it's not
Me
that
too.
serious.
If you've taken me on 5 good dates, you've looked after me, you've sorted out my taxi, you've sorted everything, me paying $9 is I will probably look at you sideways, but I'll be like, well, my brain will tell me he's paid for 5 things before. This one feels like he's just trying to gauge what I'm on. Maybe he's seeing if he likes me or not. Maybe he's seeing like if I'm just there for the money. Like that's where my mind is. I think what is annoying about this situation is because he done it after the sex.
Yeah, so I think that's what hurt her feelings. And she was celibate. She said she was celibate for 4 months and she broke it for him.
Yeah, but nobody told her to, bruv. She could have continued to be chopping the money.
That Italian bread must have been real good. That pasta was busting.
I agree with Joyce. I just feel like if we done went on 5 dates and you done did X, Y, and Z, you done paid for dinners and all of this stuff, who gives a fuck about paying for some $9 Starbucks?
Yes, really.
Now, if it's the first date,
yeah, that's
and you left your card at home, you ain't gonna see me again.
Yeah, facts.
Because that's because I feel like you tried me.
I'm not gonna lie. All that, like how you said, like I would have thought like about the 5 days before, maybe. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. None of that would even cross my mind. I would just been like, and did scan my little phone for my Apple Pay. Because I wouldn't even think he was trying to test me. If you didn't pull out your card for $9, I'd be like, I got it. It ain't, because it ain't that serious.
But 5 days in, I'm not even really thinking about you trying to test me.
Yeah, I thought we was in love. Y'all know I'm a lover girl. 5 days, you my man. We in love by now.
Yeah, I just wouldn't even,
like,
my mind wouldn't even be going to that. I would just be like, okay, whatever. Like, and who cares? It's Starbucks.
Yeah, it's actually Starbucks.
You acting like you at let me think. You acting like you at Carbone, girl.
Okay.
Relax.
Yeah. But this goes into the conversation that we had earlier about the celibacy.
Yeah.
You weren't even ready to have sex. You thought that you owed him something.
Yeah, because thank you.
You weren't healed yet to be having sex with this man because you felt played. That's what it came down to. You felt played because you gave him your body. You shouldn't have gave it to him at all.
If you wasn't ready.
If you wasn't ready.
Because honestly, it could have been like he got the sex and it don't matter if he paid for the Starbucks or not. He could have left anyway just because maybe he didn't like it or maybe he wasn't vibing with you. Sometimes men, let me tell you how men will play the long game for some pussy. Men will sit up there and act like the person you want until they get what they want.
Facts.
So until you have a healthy view on sex, you shouldn't have done it anyway, is what I'm saying.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, I'm saying like, it was like, cause she brought up but I gave you my body. Girl, you finna do all this over some Starbucks because you felt played.
And that's why I was saying that's really a good point that you just said, because at the end of the day, I think a lot of women miss that part. Like, if you are not ready to have sex with somebody, don't have sex with them. I think sometimes women have sex with men, and I'm not saying that this is the situation with this particular girl, but I think sometimes women have sex with men because of what they think will come from the situation after they have sex. You need to only have sex with a nigga when you ready.
Right.
Because I promise you, it's going to be...
Facts.
You not going to feel played if you really got that nigga some pussy because you just wanted to.
Yeah, because
versus
you wanted
expecting something in return or expecting it to be a certain way.
Unless you got to pay that tab. That's another conversation.
Agreed. I think this is something that my older sister taught me as well. It's one of those things where it's like, you... As a woman, you always need to have your power. So if you have sex with a person, it's because you want to have sex with them. It's not a thing where you're having sex with them and then you feel like they abuse you. No, you ate my pussy and I had a good motherfucking time. How about that? And I had a ball and that was it. Like, even if it's a thing where a guy takes you out for 5 dates and you had your time and you decided, listen, I'm fucking you because I want to fuck you and you look good and stuff, and you had sex and that's what you wanted, went out of business. It wouldn't affect you because it's like everything was done on your own terms.
Yeah.
So like you were saying, like if you're gonna have sex with someone, let it be on your own terms, not because you feel like they owe you something or because you feel like, he's my boyfriend now, we have emotions, or he likes me, or none of that. Have sex with someone because you want to have sex with them. And if it doesn't work out, and if the game is being played, charge it. You had a good time. That's it. That's what it is for me.
I agree.
I agree. You do give good advice. See,
you do.
I feel like you know what it is, the young girls here give. They give, because like the girls that be like younger sometimes, I think we're a little more childish. When I think about like what you're doing at your age. We were
Thank
talking
you.
to Whitney the other week, and the things that she do. I was not there at all. You know what I'm saying?
Not at 26.
Yeah,
no.
not at 26 and like in that age range. So I commend y'all. The younger, y'all got y'all head on straight.
No, but obviously the women around me, women like you. So Whitney's got an older sister. I've got older sisters. So it's
Okay.
one of those things where we just kind of observe what all our the older women in our lives have taught us, and we ask questions. Like honestly, like that's why I was asking you questions. Like, guys, teach me something today. How do I? Like,
I'm gonna let you know.
and I just take it in. So yeah, that's what it is. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, you give really good advice.
Thank you.
And shout out to Yagi World. We got our fits on today
We
for
do.
sponsoring this episode. Now let the girls know where they can find you, all that good stuff, because they coming.
Oh, girls. Hi, guys. I thank you. My challenge.
It's
Sorry.
that rum,
One
bro. It's
challenge.
that rum. It's that
Honestly,
Cromanti.
I swear. Guys, thank you so much for having me. Please go and check Paul Mind's episode on my channel, Cocktails and Takeaways, where we'll be having more fun. If you guys want to see us again together.
Yes.
But yeah, podcast is Cocktails and Takeaways. If you want to find us, it's Cocktails and Takeaways on all platforms. If you want to find me, it's Madame Joyce. So that's MAD, because I am a mad lady. AMEJOYCE. And yeah, thank you so much for having me.
This
man,
was
honestly.
fun.
This was fun.
It's been
Yeah.
a fucking blast.
It's
Yes.
been a grand time. So do you do karaoke?
Yeah.
Okay, Lex got a song.
Okay, so you know I'm an R&B girl.
Yeah.
So I feel like we got to do the classics. We hitting
Okay.
y'all with the classics. Now you like R&B.
I do.
You have to know this song. This is a classic. I feel like everybody knows this song, okay? We all got to sing together. Y'all ready?
Oh, and I have to shout out real quick.
Go ahead.
So make sure y'all go to musebeautycollection.com. That's MUSE. Beautycollection.com. Get your lip glosses, your lip liners, your matte liquid lipsticks, all that.
Party
Period.
part.
All right, y'all ready?
Yes.
Let me clear my throat because we've sang this on the show before, but I'm testing my girls. You know, we across the pond, so
She's
I gotta.
been surprising me. Normally, I always know what the karaoke song is because we pick it together.
Okay.
But she's been picking all the songs.
Because
so.
I feel like I gotta pick the classics to see how good. Because y'all love the R&B out here, but this is a super classic. You have to know it. Y'all ready?
I'm
Go
ready.
ahead.
These are my confessions. Just when I thought I said all I could say, my chick on the side said she got one on the way. These are my confessions, man. I'm thrown and I don't know what to do. I guess I gotta give you part 2 of my confessions. If I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it all. Damn near cry when I got that phone call. I'm so thrown, I don't know what to do. But to give you part 2 of my confessions. Now this gonna be the hardest thing I think I ever had to do. Got me talking to myself, asking how I'm gonna tell you about that chick on part 1 I told y'all I was creeping with. Say she's 3 months pregnant and she's keeping it. The first thing that came to mind was you. Second thing is how do I know if it's mine or is it true? Third thing was me wishing that I never did what I did. How I ain't ready for no kid and bye-bye to our relationship. Hey, we are 3. I'm so impressed with the girl. We are 3 for 3.
We are 3 for 3. We're the 3 best friends that anyone can have. Y'all know that song?
No,
Girl,
but
no.
I was enjoying
y'all
it.
ain't never watched Hangover?
Oh, now this is a classic. I hope you know it.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
When you feel it in your body, you find somebody who makes you change your ways, like hanging with your crew.
Then what?
So you act like you're ready, but you don't really know. And then everything in your past, you wanna let it go. I've been there, done it, come around.
Yeah.
After all that, this is what I found. Nobody wants to be alone. If you're touched by the words of the song, then baby, you got it bad. When you're on the phone, hang up, then you call right back. Yeah, you got it back. When you miss a day without your friends, your whole life's off track. Know you got it bad when you're stuck in the house. You don't wanna have fun, 'cause all you think about, you got it bad when you're out with someone, but you keep on thinking about somebody. You got it bad when you
When you say that you love him, and you really know everything used to matter, it don't matter no more. Like my money or the cars, you can have it all. Flowers, cars, and candy. Said I want you need to have you, girl. I want you to know I really adore you. All my people who know what's going on, look at your mate and tell them to sing my song. Tell them I'm your man.
Yeah.
You're my girl.
What?
I'm gonna tell them to the whole wide world. Let me say I'm your girl. You're my man. Promise to love you the best I can. See, I've been there, done it, humped around. After all that, this is what I found. Yeah. Everybody, y'all are just like me. It's too bad that you can't see, 'cause you got it bad. Hey!
Hey, that was another. Hey, we landed that. 2 verses. She wasn't done.
Listen, my sis ate that up.
She ate.
My niece, my bad.
Yeah.
We can be sisters. I don't want you to be my auntie.
Okay, we sisters.
You don't want me to be your auntie?
Oh, you should be my sister.
Yeah, we can be
Whichever
sisters.
one you
We your big
prefer.
sisters.
Yeah, you can be my big sisters, but like aunties, like big mummy things. Like,
Okay. We don't keep it as
Like,
sisters.
sisters is cool.
Joyce.
Oh,
We
thank you.
always have a good time.
This was a great episode.
I
had
really
some
love
fun.
you
Good time.
down.
I
And you
love
know
you
what I
down.
like about episodes with you? Because I like that we have that balance. Like, we're going to have fun, but we're going to have some good, deep conversation.
Some good advice.
Yes, some good
I had the time.
advice. So thank you so much. Y'all make sure y'all follow Madame Joyce on all social media, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.